And let's move on with the program. And next we're talking about navigating the TI website, dashboards, and communication. And of course, we have someone who's very distinguished, who has been our past district director, and she's also the current district secretary communication manager and district contest coordinator. And of course, she's been a member of many clubs in the central division, and she brings along with her a wealth of experience to her roles and is very generous in sharing her deep knowledge of how Toastmasters work. Outside of Toastmasters, Sue is a plant science and biosecurity during the day and a mother and grandmother to three. Shall we welcome Sue?
Thank you very much, Manny. I appreciate that fantastic introduction. I am just about to share my screen, and here we go. There's a lot to get through today. So just be aware I am looking for any comments in the chat box, which I will go through later, and then we'll take it from there. If you've got any questions throughout the time that I'm speaking, please put them in the chat box, and I'll go back to that afterwards so that I can help to develop anything else. And I'll also add those questions and answers at the end of this session as well, so that you actually know exactly um, what the answers are to your questions today. So I'll make sure that that gets added as well. So for some reason, I can't see any of you today, so I will just continue to speak, and you'll need to speak up if you want to interrupt me. So, navigate the TI website, dashboards, and communication. So, this is a big ask for today because the other day it launched into a lot bigger session. So, you've got a lot of information on the Toastmasters International website. You've got the TI website, the homepage, you've
Mm.
got the dash.
One person has asked if it's possible for you to put it in slide view show mode rather than your current mode.
See if that works. There you go. You're in. You got it. Go for it.
Hooray! All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, team. Okay. All right, technology. Technology will be the bane of you, or it will be an incredible resource that is very valuable. So, throughout the chat, throughout this session, can you please look at the chat box and add some questions in there? And I will endeavour to get those answered by the time we finish today, or I will put them in the presentation for later. So, the dashboard. I want to highlight down the bottom that FAQ bit and the sitemap, which is circled. Really important, very valuable, and an incredible resource for you. All right, so you're logging into Toastmasters International. When you log in, you need to do that for your district roles. You can't just be starting off and thinking all of the information will be available without logging in. So, with your district roles, you need to get the pertinent information by logging in, going to My Home, My Profile, and accept all the security sessions so that you are consenting to receive all the information that is pertinent to your role. In District Central, under your login, you'll find the division directors, and that lists all the clubs and all the information relating to your division only. The area directors is your club list for your area only. Now, what I've seen recently is people are grabbing their email lists and throwing them into meeting invites and throwing them into lots of different resources when they're sharing things, but they are your specific hidden lists. So when you are sending an email out to a particular person, please don't use your their private emails, please make sure it is a generic email. So don't send to anything that you are privileged to have access to. Right, how to navigate the dashboard is something that you will find invaluable. If you load this dashboard guide and just keep it next to you until you've become familiar, it has incredible resources there that you will find of huge value to you in your role. You'll be able to look through to find out different information about the clubs and different information about all sorts of things that will be incredibly valuable. So look at that navigating the dashboard guide, and please flag that somewhere in your resources. Save them next to VJ's resources because he's got some good ones there. Your signature was spoken about earlier on today, and utilize the technology manager's resource to add the in his PowerPoint. Make sure you use that resource to get the correct email signature in. You have an option of all sorts of signatures, but if you look at the Toastmasters International one that's created by going to the website, you'll then be able to create something that looks very, very professional, particularly for your role. You can also find business cards, and you can create those as well, which is incredible resource for you to share information throughout your visits as well. So it gives people an extra contact by having something they can put in their wallet. With the magazine, the Toastmasters International magazine, you can advertise certain things that have gone on, certain special events. But we have a District 73 calendar and a District 73 newsletter. So make sure you share all that information in there as well before you share it to the magazine. There are governing documents that go with your role. So have a look through, have a bit of a read, and you'll find they have certain implications in regard to what you do, and you need to be very clear on what is expected in your role. So this will help you if you have a quick look at the governing documents as well. Logging into Toastmasters International is where you find your info in regard to your district lists. We spoke about that before, and it's been shared by other presenters today as well. So log in, scroll down. Whatever is relevant to you in your role will be down that page. So if you're just a club officer, you will find things that relate to you directly. As a district officer, anything that relates to you directly will be in that list as well. So have a look through. You'll find some really incredible information that is of huge value to you. Logging into TI is how you also can find the distinguished performance reports in your homepage, but you can also find that elsewhere. So you don't necessarily have to be logged in to find it, but if you want the easy way to find everything relating to your role, just log into your homepage, scroll down, and you will find it. It will list distinguished performance reports there. Really easy to find. The district news is something that relates to your role. Please have a look at it because there are so many hints and tips that go in regard to your specific role that are valuable, that are found in this section as well as the deadlines to meet. Deadlines are something that we all hit from time to time, and some of them can't be taken back. So if you don't get your area director's reports in on time, you won't have an opportunity to have a second chance on that. The TI website in the dashboard, this has been shared before by, I think Janine was sharing this earlier on today, but you can find out valuable information regarding your clubs, your areas, divisions, and where the status is up to. Have a good look at that before you visit the club, because you'll know whether they're healthy or strong in education or strong in other areas. That dashboard gives you some really key hints and tips before you do visit the club. Leadership Central is where you find the information that helps you support your role. So as a club officer or a district leader, there's information there that you can share with the club officers when you visit the clubs as well. The leader letter is something that shows up when you go back to Leadership Central. At the bottom of the page is often information that relates to whatever you've been looking up. So there's additional resources or management tools. Have a look at those and a bit of an explore. Make sure you've got time to digest it or flag it for later. Put it in your favourites and highlight it as something to go back to. Sometimes you can't see things as they come up on the dashboard. Sometimes you can't see that something is due and you're going, well, I put something in and it's not registering. And that's in particular to do with the awards. When it comes to the end of the year, often your awards aren't visible. So make sure you are aware there are closing dates, and some of them are quite a substantial time into the new month because they might be the end of year closing date, but other closing dates are important as well. The dashboard. The dashboard is something Janine spoke of in regard to putting in your yes or no for your area director reports. But the training is something that you're part of today, and there was training a couple of weeks ago as well. That Y for yes means that a club has, or a district, not a club, a district has got their training in. If there is not 85% of the incoming district officers trained prior to the 30th of September, then we miss out. So we can't even start as a district to be distinguished. So that's very important because we need everyone to find and be aware of the information that's available to them to be able to do their role and to take their role into such incredible heights and use not only your own skill sets that you have already, but more skill sets that you'll pick up in your role as area or division director. So looking at the dashboard, a few weeks ago, we already had 1,047 new members. So if you're suddenly looking and seeing there are this many new members, where are they coming from? Are they coming from your area or your division or whereabouts in the district are they landing? So those new members definitely need nurturing and supporting. So make sure you're having a look at those new members as well. You can see in the district performance what things were showing as of last year. There are certain areas that you can click on at the top of the screen. You'll see the year, you can see the month, and you can see the date. So you can change that at any time and you can export the data. Export it and have a look. Look back at some history as well. Incredibly valuable. You can see down here that there are yes and no in regard to area director reports as well, and that was spoken of earlier on. So if it's shaded in grey, this is a way of you knowing that you need to go back and have another look. If it's grey, it means something's missing. If it's black, it means it's been done and it's completed. So if you've got time, make sure you give yourself time before things are due so that you can make sure you get your reports in on time, which would have made this area probably select distinguished because of the high level of P's and D's already on the left-hand side.
So the only thing stopping it being select distinguished was the area reports.
Yep.
That's it.
That was it. Yeah. Would have been amazing. It would have been great. But to get presidents distinguished is to just put have another club join the area. So president's distinguished is to increase the club or the amount of clubs in the area from base level when you start. So the area success plan has been discussed. It's available easily for anyone to look at, and the division success plan. You can just log in and just look for it. Daily reports. This is something that you might not be aware of. They involve a bit of statistics to do with your clubs and divisions, and it's something that the higher levels tend to look at, and you're in that higher level now. So have a browse through and see what's available there. In the daily reports, you select the district and then you select the type of report you're after. So you can look for the October renewal dues or anything that is specific relating to your club and the clubs that you're going to visit. You can check data there as well, or you can check the overall data. As a division director, you would be definitely looking at these reports. As an area director, maybe coming forward to be a division director in the future, please have a look at this as well. So there are quite a few options there. The dues, the club officer lists have been submitted on time. All of the things that work towards the Distinguished Club program are in this list as well. So in the additional reports, there's additional information that relates to you as a district officer. So you scroll down and you find your district, which is District 73. And there are instructions on the right-hand side, which will give you a bit more information if you want to read through that as well. So we would go to District 73, and this is the district reports that crop up, and you can see all sorts of information that relates to this higher level that you're in. If you're looking for something to do with your division or your area, you can go to the area to-dos, which is in the middle, and that will share with you exactly what's involved with you moving forward. So really valuable information and key for you to find out exactly what's going on. So you can see it will list it out for you. It will say who needs what and within your area or division. So have a look at that and have a browse through. Some clubs can't participate in the Distinguished Club program. Make sure you know if your club needs support to know if they can complete the Distinguished Club program or even act in different things that they're responsible for of being a club, such as do they have access to hold meetings? Can they be involved in speech contests? And as you can see, if they've got low membership, they're not classed as active, so therefore they can't compete in a speech contest. And there are various other things as well. So have a look at that club status guide if you've got clubs that are low. The program, the program that you should be looking at all the time is the timelines in the District Leadership Handbook, and Vijay has outlined them also in his presentation. So have a look, use them, because it really gives you a guide of where things are and what things are meant to be done at a certain time. Contests, valuable information there as well, to do with all things, and that's found in the FAQs, which is at the bottom of the page. So all logins to Toastmasters International, at the bottom of the page you'll find FAQ, which is your frequently asked questions, and it will guide you around to lots and lots of information. When you do compete in contests, make sure the next level gets the information that they need. So your club officers, when they're holding contests, you should be receiving as area directors all of the notification of contest winners, because you need to know where the club member who has competed has started from. So just please fill it out and share it with the next level as well. Vital information that I'll be looking for as the district contest coordinator for the district contest in May next year. So the take home on this is that you need to log into the TI website to find information directly related to you. You can access lots of things without logging into Toastmasters International, but if you want your key things, you go to the Toastmasters International website, log in under My Home, and you'll find incredible information. So the district dates are in this slideshow, but they're also available through the district calendar. So make sure you are aware. Even if you keep a printout of this with you, you'll know when events are on. For the communication, if you go out and send information to more than 19 people, it needs to come through me as the District 73 Communications Officer. So I'm responsible for sending bulk emails out from the district and trying to get them into a legible order that isn't going to crowd up people's emails as well. So any communication, please send it to me if it's going above 19 members. What I do is I monitor and I note the date of all that goes out, making sure that that information is shared back at the district council meetings so that we know who's in and out and who's received information, because it's really important for you to share the information with people as well. So the ideal process is to send it in a Word document if you've got something to go out, PDF copy of the same, provide the images in the copy of your PDF, and then send it separately as well, so that I've got separate files to add in, making sure that you're making it go to the right audience. So sometimes things need to go to all in the district, sometimes things only need to go to VPEs or presidents or whatever it is. So if you're sending to VPE presidents or VPMs for your council meeting, you can do that yourself. You don't need my help. So the majority of it goes through MailChimp, and you can see there are quite a few things that go out. So the comms manager sends out the communication. I fact check it for congruity, and I also check that what's been done previously, so I can give you an idea of what's going on. And that's probably more for the division directors, particularly relating to your division contest, if you're wanting information to go out to all in the division. You can utilise your other resources by sending to your presidents and VPEs, and you can do that yourself. But if you go, as I said, above 19 members, please make sure it goes through a district communications manager. The tech manager organises other things, and they're the links and the emails, and the district emails, as was said earlier, are all Gmail accounts. So friend or foe, not so popular, lots of changes, but succinct comms are great. They give a clear message, making sure that you troubleshoot with the next level up from you. So if you're area directors and want to send something out, troubleshoot it with your division director before sending it to me. That would be great. Please make sure that people have enough time to delve into receiving the email, processing it, and getting it out to their clubs as well. So you need to be aware there's a lot that happens behind the scenes before it goes out. So sharing comms is everyone's responsibility. So not everyone receives all the information at the most opportune time. Flag it for going back to, make sure the information of the district gets into club meetings. You all filter out into many club meetings. You all filter out the information as well. So if info has come to you, don't think everyone's got it or has taken it in at the same time and processed with the same enthusiasm that you might have. You need to share that enthusiasm and get it through to others as well, making sure that people get the information as much as you get the information as well. So there are lots of things that happen. There are lots of meetings and council meetings, and there's a lot of things that you do as your role as area or division director. Keep an eye on those things because they hit hit the deadlines, they hit the timelines of the district, and they support the district as well as the divisions, as well as the areas, and of course the club members. The club members are your key components in all of this as well. So your map of service to members will help you to understand where you're meant to be at what time, and making sure that you leave enough lead time so that others can attend. So the division contests are already set. The area contests, many of them are set, but some of them haven't reached the District 73 calendar as yet. So make sure they get through, if you can, to the District 73 calendar as well. So there are additional responsibilities. The three main ones were highlighted by BJ earlier on, but try and attend special events if you can, and share those. If you can't attend them, share them so others can attend as well. Timelines are on the District 73 handbook section of the District 73, or not District 73, the Toastmasters International handbook is available there. So definitely timelines and information is in that committee handbook as well as the leadership handbook. Timelines are here. All of those are in the book as well. And what goes into the communications when you're advertising an event is the date, the time, the place, an image, who's responsible for it, what's in it, and what's in it for me to attend, because people want to know why they should be invited or why they should be encouraged to go to an event, and you need to encourage that as well. So where do I find the division and area directors? Well, you can find them on the District 73 website. They're out and about doing lots of things. You are out and about doing lots of things. Here are the area directors for this year. They're your key people, and you can find their email addresses that they've been given through the district, all within the District 73 website. So click on that link and you'll find all of these fantastic people. If you can see someone's photo not there or a role is vacant, please encourage others to step up and do those roles as well. So connect with the current area directors. Here are some that attended the training in person only a few weeks ago. There's lots of value of being in person. There is a value being online as well, but it's more about just connecting. Please connect with others. Here are a few of the breakout sessions and the incredible learnings that was going on with those connections, and further networks online today. So build your networks. Look for clubs, look for the information on the District 73 website as well as in Find a Club. Your take-home message is making sure you read the District Leader Handbook, check the timelines, review and promote the district calendar, because that's the source of all knowledge, and make sure your events get up on there so that people can attend it. So get area and division events up there as soon as possible. So project manage your timelines as well as others as soon as you can. Make it count for everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Sue.
Thank you, Sue.
Thank you, Sue. Very informative.
Thank you.
So
And now I think
I've got some messages, so lots of maybe some messages or maybe some more. So please have a look, and if you think of anything else, please ask, and I will endeavour to add that to the end of the PowerPoint.
thank you. Okay, I'm sure many of us have been navigating through the district central and all that. There's, I think, probably a lot of things that we have to do. And I think what Sue has clearly stated, we need to stick to the timeline as well. I think sometimes the timeline is a deadline, and when the date comes, it's a deadline. You can't go, no matter how much you beg and all that, tell the computer, I want to, please, I give you something. Nope, it's not going to open. You know, I'm sure you know that. So I think we have to be timely. I think thank you very much, Sue, for that timely reminder for us as well.